Made that duel a little bit awkward, and in the player advantage for Onyx G. Spike does go down, but RDW with a quick little flank happening. He is currently the only one that they're looking for the hunt as well onto Severine, but he's going to get right-clicked out by the Classic. And with this Toxic Drain, you know that Onyx are going to push through this, bully their way to lock down this round, and end it just like that. Ronski now in an almost impossible...
Maple sitting at the pyramids. He's going to have to wait. He'll spot all that information shortly.
Yeah, he's going to be really careful if anyone does push through the screen, and that's exactly what's happening. But somehow with the Classic, he's able to find it, and even a dink on towards NC Slasher, which means no self-heals to be happening. The Spike carrier's down as well with Ronski finding him. This round is becoming shambles for Onyx G. Disco to Severine, and now it is just Shiro. Shift does start to come through from Order. They know exactly where one member is at the moment for Maple, but with this Spike starting to go down, the pit is here as well for Severine, but Maple denies that. A dart out, and that's the pit down. He's got a massive reveal and the spray down. Everything is happening around this site for Order right now. NC Slasher falls over as well, and Order, they crush it down. That's of Onyx G with the 3 versus 2 at the moment. Let's see if they can break in.
It's the only place they can go. 20 seconds, have to push quickly. RDW, great flash in, but unfortunately, shots are a little bit shaky. Now Ronski tries to open up with the Blade Storm, but he's going to be taken down. And look at this lurk, the rotation from Dexter, punished by Severine. And also Maple pressures on now. Monyet jumps up, but he has been taken. Now the plan of the Spike does have to go in. Maple's moving quickly, but Severine is in a fantastic position here. It's going to be onto Disco to try and support. They have to clear. NC Slasher, very, very low here, but that's that cross. There's that spot, and he's got it. Found it. Disco now knows exactly where this member is of Severine, but he's been cleared. He's held the cross, and Shiro, he's got the job done. A 3v5 straight into Akamoto.
And Ronski just got revealed as well. A secondary pop on toward his location, but the Blades miss. At least NC Slasher is there to assist, but Disco now with the 2 at a force. Everything is happening. These battles are still heavily slanted over towards Onyx G to try and close this round down. Disco with the 2 at a force. Dexter coming in from a different location behind the wall. A pop through it, and he finds it as well, but now it's all on to the captain, the leader in charge for Order. A spike plant open for the coverage from Onyx G as well, and you know they're just going to play protective right now. Helmy Moore misses a 2 at a force shot, however, and Dexter is very narrow focused on this duel. A 1 versus 1, knows exactly where Monyet is playing from, sees his head, takes the frag, and Dexter comes in with the clutch.
For anyone watching, they haven't gone B. That's the main thing here. Just that pistol round right now. They're looking for a little bit more space. It's going to be Monyet. He's actually taken very, very low, but RDW are going to be completely blinded here. Disco spotted. That's going to make it hard. Really, really awkward now. It's an awkward fight line to find with this operator, and being spotted, it just, again, so tough. But the wallbang onto Monyet from Dexter, that's massive. Now Maple keeps his focus, keeps his composure, but it all goes back to the captain in the 1v2 here again. Komodo, Onyx G forcing them, backs up against the wall. That pressure, spotting out the shoulder. Shiro on the line, but now he has to cross, now he has to clear, and it will be Shiro, the sniper, to shut down the... Was actually just tagging 1, so he's going to lock onto that line. Severine already has made his way through. It's going to be awkward, going to be tough. Monyet with the pick, and that's going to be the pit going down as well. So it should be a nice and easy waltz in towards B for Onyx G.
Yeah, no one's on the side as well to contest this at the moment. Ronski only has this Marshall. Meanwhile, Dexter did fall over toward the operator of Helmy Moore. So things are coming up hunky-dory in this round for Onyx G. They even might be able to finish this one off, holding every single gun into the next round. But Ronski has crept up, caught NC Slasher using a bit of his utility. And yeah, for sure, some trades are here, but the round essentially...
Up their focus, which is totally fair. Now Ronski, if he can creep on in on this flank without being spotted, it might be awkward. Maple, he's fighting the wrong fight here. Dexter did have the flank position, but now it's gotten a little bit awkward. Ronski should spot, does get it, gets the reset, but Shiro can punish him, can take him down. Unfortunately, RDW has been dropped on the back of that null command, still yet to be res, still yet to be brought back to life here. Disco, he's going to get punished by NC Slasher, and ultimately it's Onyx on the regular, but now Komodo, they are going to be looking to get straight out onto this A site. There is 3 members ready, but they have been spotted, located quickly, and that's going to be the spike drop by Monyet.
A big reveal from Shiro's recon dart as well, and he's still got a shocky that he can throw on through. That does land on Ronski and Dexter, but Ronski says no to that. But I have a feeling that Onyx G are going to be able to lock down this A site, and you want to know why? Because the rest of the boys on Order weren't there to help the guys at the pyramid. They're all disconnected at the moment, and it's only on to RDW in the 1 versus 4. The battle is won against Severine, but this is where you would expect him to lose his life, and he will indeed. Of a lurk, and just look at this. Monyet is toying with him. That's exactly right. Keep him here for the players to come through from the flank at the moment, and now that's exactly where everything's going to start to have happen. Dexter has joined the party here, and so has Shiro and Severine. This is where things look a little bit more dangerous for Order, as the hunt is certainly on from Shiro. A pre-fire denied, and it's all on to Severine, but taken down.
Lot of pressure, Dexter. Keeping his spot, having a watch all the way through, but he's looking the wrong way at the wrong time, and now he's punished, and this should give info straight away as to exactly where they're going. Maple does have the spike, he's very, very forward, and surely he's got to go for the call. He's got to get the information shortly, because look at Shiro repositioning into the spot. Elmi Moore also going to be popping down those rendezvous as the spike does get planted. Severine, great pick on Ronski though. Now a 2v3, still very, very awkward here. RDW does get to destroy that recon bolt, but already he's been spotted. They have the info, and there's the shock dart. Shiro, a 3k, a monstrous round again from the Sova here. It's the impact man, and now all onto Maple. More damage again from Shiro, and now they're going to be looking. Now they're going to be 3-on-1. Again, you win a 3v1, lose.
Order. They have to get into this B site and contest this pit very quickly, because if they allow Severine to stay alive, he can get them from behind, and the rest of the ONIC members can go over towards the archers, or now in through mid by the fact that Dexter has lost his life. The control that ONIC G are finding right now, they are essentially pulling the pants down on Order.
They literally have nothing. Like, it's ONIC G have been not only 1 step, 2 steps, potentially even 3 steps ahead of all these rounds, like constantly catching Order from the back, from the behind. Like, you know, Order are overthinking themselves. They're trying to get themselves into quote-unquote flank positions. Maybe we'll be able to get through somewhere. And then, you know, simply as that round from Severine, absolutely perfectly slotting through his Viper's pit, getting the info. There's Monyet to drop Ronski. Now it's all onto RDW. He's going to have to pull off the unbelievable here. We're 1v4, and they are starting to look. There is a tap onto the defuse. They look the other way. There's going to be RDW doing some damage. But Elmi Moore can find him, and that's going to be Matt.
Like a quick one to beat.
Yeah, it's going to be. So this could be a very, very fast end or a continued game here. Monyet pushing through, but punished. It's going to be Ronski to get that opener, but a great response here from NC Slasher. Look at him going everywhere, running around, ring around the rosy from NC Slasher. Severine and Shiro, though, pick it up, triple S, and that's what the game is looking like right now. A triple S performance from Onyx G. And it's Disco, the man who I was saying his name so many times early in this series, a 3k to clinch the classic round. But unfortunately, the tour de force, unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to be enough. Maybe a cyclist in a former life, but this time he might be crashing and burning into the round as they lock down everything here, Onyx G.
All it's going to take is one member of ONIC to find his position, and you've got so many different angles that you can go together as a team for these double swings. And now Disco is getting into the line of sight of Shiro, finds him, but no, actually, Severine peeks out there as well to find it. So it is ONIC G stealing their map pick, their opponent's map pick rather, of Order's their 6th.
Right. And that will give him a little bit more space, but this is so much utility being used by Order already. And it's going to be Elmi Moore to find Ronski through the bloody wall, mate.
Yep, first death in the round, into the map of Ascent right now, and everything is starting to lean over towards the A site for Onyx G. RDW is going to have a bit of a peek and looking for the second. It's going to be denied. Now it is only down to Dexter, able to, well, not dodge out the blade, but he will be able to find a frag in the piece. A dink on toward him as well, but that... the damage, it's all coming towards him. I was going to say the Prowler looked like it was chasing him, but it actually went behind him. And now the rest of his team are here to assist Order. They're starting to really firmly get a grip on how this pistol round is now coming to an end. And it will come to an end with Dexter.
Dexter had a
little bit awkward, and Monyet's already there. The paranoia out will force him away. And remember, he does have RDW here to assist him, but he's trying to take the challenge, trying to take the fight by himself. And Onyx G, now they've found that opener over towards the B side, so they've already peeled away towards this site. They're going to get a plan, and they've got a number advantage for the post.
What I'm not going to say is, like, Elmi Moore is just so good, so sharp. Like, to be able to get those fine lines, utilizing the ADS of the Headhunter. He's found 2 picks basically for free. That was a position where there was almost no time left completely.
Wow.
That's a third. Like, are you joking? There's potentially a 4th, but Shiro takes it off of his hands. Did get the dink. RDW with the trade down. Dexter has made his way into the site, but he's completely wrapped in. Must be feeling the stranglehold here. Now it's so awkward, so many angles to watch, and they're just walking straight down. NC Slasher a little bit shaky, but it's Severine. And towards the site, already all of this control, and he might even find another. He's happy to drop into these nebulas here, Komodo, and he even might just find this extra pick. No, Ronski maybe too far for Elmi Moore because they haven't got the spike through the site yet.
Severine's trying to sell somewhat of a fake over towards A, ripping the null command by himself. But look at this, Dexter's already behind him right now. He just needs to inch on. There's some discipline, but he's found the frag, and with 20 seconds, he'll hear the footsteps of the rest of the Onyx G squadron coming over towards the tree room and trying to push on through. They have to contend with Dexter. How much of a duel does he actually want to fight by himself here is the real question. 3 hostiles detected on that blade. Dexter falls, but the denial of the spike. RDW, a beautiful transfer, and Ronski's there for the closure.
There it is. Team dynamic as a unit. They go.
Slower paced round start for Onyx G. And Ronski feels like he wants to be able to take a duel with the rest of his utility. The paranoia, he spotted out exactly where Monyet is playing from as well. Maybe not. Shiro and Severine starting to get some action back, however. And now it's all the vulnerability for RDW. Stuck in the seas. Destruction of the Haunt. Now he finds one. A second as well. Going a little bit ham in this round, but NC Slasher will cut him to size. And look at this spot from Severine to line them both up to close out the rounds. Onyx G take back the lead. Still going over towards the A side here are Onyx G, and they've spotted out exactly where Dexter is playing. Still somehow manages to find the one, and RDW is falling back. Are they sold yet on the fact that it is A? Now they know. RDW lining them up again. Another multi-frag for the man. But this spike plant has to go down, and Monyet, he is wanting to go for a fight early, potentially. Goes for a little bit of a spotter, but has to get that plant down, and he has to rely on Elmi Moore to essentially maybe bail him out a little bit earlier. The Haunt to be destroyed. All the Order members coming in from the heavens, but will they be taken down to hell? 6 feet under. Monyet for the three. He brings out the blades, but Disco gets him in the end. Dropping Severine. A resurrection could come out onto him through the null command of the KO, but Monyet's space, he's gotten behind Dexter. He's not going to be able to cut Disco down for size, but all of these trades, Disco's managing to hold down the fort, and with that, Onyx G are falling away.
Yeah, Disco's done fantastically here. It's going to be at least something for them to hold on to now. 3 versus 3, but look at this position from NC Slasher. They have to be so careful. They're walking, they're creeping, but are they going to clear the line? RDW, I feel like he's a little bit lucky there. NC Slasher wasn't quite with the crosshair placement, but they get enough done. Now a 3 versus 2, door to be closed, and all they've got to do, exactly the same as that previous round, take the time. Severine, he's got the right click ready, but Shiro opens up with one, and no, Disco caught just all on his lonesome basically here, and now the underarm flash does come out from RDW. They're both lined up. He spots one. He has to spot the other. Another flash drive to go out, but they swing, they clear, and Severine will rip off the head of RD. Damage onto Monyet here off the back of that utility from Maple. Tagged up, Ronski this time on a line, and he's out. Okay, one and done, he says. He does have a bit further of a spot, and as a response, you know, Elmi Moore, this is the level of confidence they've got now. Good response from Ronski, but a little bit lucky. Straight through that nebula, he's able to equalize and bring it back to an advantage going the way of Order.
It's a rare chance that we've seen, a glimpse at Order having an advantage, and it's not going to go the other way just yet. Ronski with 3, setting himself up for the trophy in this round, but will he be too hungry for the ace? Disco is going to be the one who's going to be the next challenge over in the tree. He's wanting to be fallen on back. Maple, is he going to be able to find his first frag in this game? He's got a one-on-one against Shiro. The Nightfall is out. Ronski's got the 4K, and Maple for the swing, finally on the board, and it's a big one to come back for Order.
But look at Elmi Moore's positioning at the exact same time. They have to walk in. They've got to be ready for this right now. Is the peak going to come in? Will Monyet be ready? Not quite. RDW going to rip the head off. Maple punishes Elmi Moore, and there's finally an opportunity for Order to really lock down a round, but they've got to be cautious. 4v2. Are they going to be able to do it? We have seen the null command get popped by RDW here, so they are going to be barreling straight through that nebula here. Both members inside main, one inside heaven in Disco. 12 seconds, not much left, and RDW to close. That is a very good, solid force back by that Haunt too. Elmi Moore on the line. He's missed a couple of shots though this time. Very important. Ronski gets the trade out this time. Disco straight into the site. We talked about him being a little bit more quiet, but Shiro's got a number for him as well. They're so low. That's the big thing here, Komodo. Disco gets another though, and here's those confident picks we're looking for. Door will be closed by RDW, but the peak from Shiro, that's the spike dropped as well, Komodo. The communications, we've seen so many rounds where Order have irrespectively not known who's picking up that spike, and the shots, the damage, they've not yet. He is through, he is damaged, and he is taken by the man in Disco himself, who is certainly boogieing down on the D floor on Breeze, which was the 13-6 victory for Onyx G.
Yeah, you've got to remember as well, a 6-6 tied scoreline at the half on the attacking side for Order against Fancy United, but they want to get this closed over a little bit quicker, it would seem, specifically into this A site where they are rampaging in toward it right now, but Monyet, he's dancing with the dice and he's rolling his number, the tailwind to escape, but it's into the crosshair of RDW. And now in the 2 versus 2, Shiro is still here with that Odin. He can purr the bullets out to try and find the frag, but that glass will be shattered by Dexter. He's trying to find the frag. He's trying to be the instigator, but no, Shiro, aware of the fact, very...
Onto that swing. Seas goes down, will not quite catch. It's going to be really, really tough here in this 1v2 for RDW. Tap onto the defuse here, but they've just got to clear it. They've got to look absolutely everywhere here. He's got to make sure all his ducks are in a row, but it's again the man, the myth, the Me More.
The multi-frag potentially, but you're exactly right. He's ready for this. If there's a flash, though, from the KO, it would be huge. There's the first one overlooking the second member. NC Slasher. Oh, he gets taken down to 76 points of HP. It could have been dire. And now Shiro is the next contest over in the marker, but he's looking to cut that check, print the receipt. It's only for one, though.
Bronski's super low. Well, not really convinced with that position at all, but Maple does get the catch, does get the lurk, and now he's ready to send the Nightfall out. It's not going to quite clip Severine, though. Keep your eyes on this man right now. They haven't cleared him, they haven't looked, and he's stuck in the corner, but he will get that flash drive out. The paint shells will force him away. Very wise, very tact there from Disco. Now they should be able to find the site. The position is nigh, though. Up in heaven. Me More having a look. Great shot onto Disco. Now it's going to be onto Maple. Man hasn't been having the best of games, and unfortunately he cannot close, cannot clutch.
Honest half purchase, and we've seen a play from Order with just like this. They run through mid, they try to get in towards tiles. It didn't work for Order, but for Onyx G, it is working right now. Looking to be a very quick shutdown of a round, and RDW, yeah, he's just trying to have fun with this one.
But it's just a clear disparity. You got two members doing something, the rest are all sort of falling behind, whereas on Onyx G, they're doing absolutely everything. As Monyet over the top, straight through long, straight, and again, the knife in the back of Order.
Through the box, by the way. Yeah, the little single box that's over in a main with the spikes there too.
Look, I'm just not surprised at this point. Now Dexter solos, trying to Shrouded step in, Severine gets it.
This is...
it's kind of like too much spaghetti in the pockets. They've tripped over, they're trying to put it back in, but it's just all over their hands right now, and like the series is kind of wiped away by the spaghetti.
Yeah, a bit of a master.
Hey, Maple is going to be the one to start it, ready to throw that Nightfall in, and how is it going to look? Dexter straight into heaven to try and sell some sort of a fake information, but he's actually sent himself elsewhere, and it's going to be Disco to pick up too. That is going to be the ultimate dropped in heaven. Ronski gets another. Severine's going to be dropped, and it's all onto Me More, who is a fair way away from home. And it's just going to be damn.
With RDW with the spike in Dexter's arms, he's going over there. There's 20 seconds to go.
They've got to make a decision right now. Like, what's going on? They're walking in solo. Like, what is this? Where's the call? Where was the comms? Game's done. Like, game's lost. There's nothing they can do here at all.
Disco's way too far from the action. The spike's on the other side of the map. It doesn't even matter if he won that duel against Severine there. It is done 13-9 over towards Onyx G. I can't help but feel in that one, the ball was in Order's court and they tossed it to Onyx G.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what exactly happened there. It just felt